Hello, everyone, and I hope you're having a happy new year, because we are in the future of 2016. Last stream was in the year 2015, and somehow we ended up in a new year. It's January. There's so much potential of what you could possibly do with this entire year, or you could just put it all to waste, like we all did last year. Which one will we do? Which one will you choose? It's up to you, and it's up to me. But let's not think about such things right now. What we're here for is video games. Now, I know you've been hearing about this hot new fad, video games. It's games you play on the television or your monitor. You could play it on the computer instead of using your computer for Word or Excel or email. You could actually play interactive entertainment on it, though don't tell your parents because they won't like that you're using their expensive new computer for these frivolities. What are we playing tonight? Well, as you know, we've been going through the DOS lineup on archive.org. It's not the only thing that we're ever going to do. Don't worry about that. There's other things that we will be playing. But something that I did notice, and has been pointed out to me, is that the archive.org library, well, it's missing a good deal of DOS games. So I think that maybe the DOS experience that you've been getting from these streams maybe has not been entirely accurate, because a lot of the games that are considered to be some of the good ones in the library are not on there, because I guess they couldn't... I mean, there's a bunch of games that they probably shouldn't have put on there, but... there are a bunch of games that we could be playing that should be on there, but are not. So I'm thinking that what we'll do to try to mix things up, to try to, maybe get a more accurate DOS experience, is in addition, you're asking, when is I am mean? Well, we have to get to the I's to get to I am mean now, don't we? I think to get a more accurate DOS experience, we'll try playing some games that are not on that library. And see what they're like, see how they are, and, maybe play a bit more of the quality DOS products. So, what does that mean for tonight? What does that mean for the first game of the first stream of 2016? What it means is that I went through the A's and tried to see what we missed, what was not on archive.org, and... if you ignore the word "the" from a title, which you're supposed to, you use the second word in the title as its first letter. When we went through the games beginning with adventures, well, there was a game that kind of stood out by its absence. So let's start off the stream by playing some of that. Yes, it's time to partake in the adventures of Willy Beamish and his frog. So, The Adventures of Willy Beamish is a highly animated point-and-click adventure game that was released on a few different platforms. It was released on DOS, it was released on the Amiga, and console players might remember this being released on the Sega CD. This is the DOS CD version. So there was a DOS disc version, and a DOS CD version. Oh, look at that frog. That frog has so much attitude. And there's like a battle toad on that alarm clock. Look at that. That frog is he likes what he's seeing. So you can tell that both Willy and this frog are oozing with tude. Just so much, just oozing out of the pores. So there was a DOS diskette version and a DOS CD version. The CD version has more animations and it has voice acting. So that's the one we're looking at right now. The Sega CD version, I understand, was kind of bashed for its long load times, which we will not have here. It should all load up very quickly. Castleard knows someone who worked on The Adventures of Willy Beamish. Well, I can only hope that the game turned out as well as they hoped it was going to. Look at that frog waking up Willy. Willy doesn't use an alarm clock because he's a frog who watches over him at all times, making sure that Willy doesn't miss. He's gonna go to school, I assume. Yep, here he goes. You knew he would have a skateboard. You knew he would. He has too much tude not to.
Ribbit.
That is incredible air. How did he even do that? Oh man, Willy, he just has no respect to any authority. He just speeds out in the front of moving cars. He is that cool that he will risk his life on his board. Catman, you didn't expect this game to be so extreme. Yeah, Willy Beamish will surprise you. Oh man, look at these almost accidents, auto accidents that Willy Beamish is causing. He does not care. He doesn't care about you or your car. You mean nothing. Nothing to Willy Beamish. Look, Willy Beamish has grown up in a well-to-do suburb, and he doesn't want anything to do with you. Look, he just smashed through the glass door of this elementary school on his skateboard. He cares nothing about these horrible lacerations all over his body. He is that extreme. Tolling, I think hold on.
Dear old Carbuncle, as I see your shining faces peering forward expectantly into the future on this last day of school, I am reminded so very much of prior.
Oh, that Willy. Can't pay attention.
Horny, no!
Oh, no.
And so, students, as you move forward into the future, blah, 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 blah. Huh?
This vicious attack frog, I think it's going to have to be put down. It now has the taste of human blood. Oh, Willy. Ending the school year in detention. Oh man, but Willy has no time for detention. He's imagining going to the Atari Championships. Oh man, look at this stadium. Oh man, look at this esports. The Adventures of Willy Beamish predicted it. It knew what was coming. This is exactly what esports are like now. Look at the concentration on the faces. I mean, the only real difference between this and actual esports is that they're using joysticks instead of mice. Aside from that, they might as well be playing Dota.
Willy Beamish, what did I just say? Oh no, the old boon caught me. Better think of something fast.
I mean, do you really have to pay attention to your teachers in detention? You're in detention, you're not learning anything. Chat, you are going to have to decide how Willy Beamish is going to respond to the teacher. Do you want to give her some sass, or do you want to be more respectful? It's up to you. It is up to you. It looks like number 3 is taking it. It looks like we're going to say that what the teacher said is that we could all go home now. That's exactly what she said.
We can all go home now? I said, it's a beautiful sunny day. Your friends are outdoors having fun. The birds are singing and your report cards are in today's mail. Oh man, that C I got in music appreciation wasn't my fault. How am I gonna explain it to Dad? He's gonna freak. Won't your parents be surprised when they see your report cards? If Mom and Dad see my report card, they'll never give me the dough I need to get to the Atari Championships this summer.
Only one thing to
Too bad
do.
You have to stay after school. What you did this morning was disgraceful, Willy. Just disgraceful. And in front of all those students.
Miss Glass, I'm supposed to be in juvenile court today. May I be excused?
You didn't raise your hand!
Nice try, Carmine.
Stop talking to your neighbor, Chubby!
Ribbit.
Do you have something you wish to share with us, Willy?
You're in for it now, Willy.
Oh man, this teacher does not seem like she has a great relationship with her students. So, obviously, we all hate each other, and especially hate the teacher. So, chat, you're gonna have to decide how we're gonna respond to this one. Do we own up that it's our frog, or do we just kind of try to make an excuse? It looks like people are saying we're gonna just say, yeah, Miss Glass, that's our frog. It's our frog we brought to school. What are you gonna do about it? Well, I guess let's see.
Oh, that was just my frog, Horny. What did you call me? It's my frog. Yeah, he needs to stretch his legs. He's real cute. Wanna see him? No, I don't. Pets are not allowed at Carbuncle School. Get that slimy creature away from me! Oh my, I think it has teeth! Oh god, it's coming near me! Get away! Mr. Frick! Mr. Frick! Help!
Well, if it isn't Willy Beamish, you little monster. Long time no see.
Long time no hair.
What are you here for this time, Beamish?
Just had to say adios before I blow out of here for the summer.
You're not going anywhere, Beamish. Not until you give me back my, my hair.
Chat, look at what you've done. You've made things even worse for Willy. I mean, he was just in detention, now he's in the principal's office, and I guess he has the principal's toupee? Like, I guess the frog took it. So, yeah, okay, the frog attacked the principal and took his toupee, and I guess we have it, because it looks like we can give it back. But all of these options seem pretty insulting. Like, someone should do something about Willy. I think he's got the affluenza. I believe someone mentioned before, he looks like he is a victim of that horrible condition. Chat, how do you want to respond? 1, 2, or 3? It's kind of all comes out the same, I think. These damn millennials, they have no respect for anyone. It looks like people are saying we're going to go with number 3. Alright, we're gonna go with Chill Out Egghead.
Chill out, Egghead. You know what they say, here today, gone tomorrow.
That's the last straw, Beamish. I'm sick and tired of your behavior. It's time you learned a lesson you'll never forget. Mr. Beamish, I'm sorry to tell you, but William doesn't meet the standards of Carbuncle School. Yes, I would send him off to military school at once. It'll do the little fellow a world of good.
Oh no! Willy about to learn that his actions have consequences. You can't do that to an extreme kid from the 90s?
Alright, maggots. Welcome to boot camp. My name is Sergeant Sluggo, and I'm gonna be your worst nightmare for the next 18 weeks. I will make you into men, even if it kills you.
Oh no, Willy, now who's bald? Willy losing his hair. He made so much fun of the principal about it. But now Willy is... okay? That's just a straight up game over. Okay. Let's restore. Wait, no, I didn't save anything. No, alright, let's restart. It's a good thing that we just started the game. Okay. What do we learn from this? Well, it seemed like, I'm going to assume that all of those choices, jump to the game, all of those choices would have led to military school because they were all pretty insulting. So, let's assume that we should not bring out the frog. Maybe we...
Willy Beamish, what did I just say?
Okay, now that Willy Beamish...
Oh no, the old room caught me. Better think of something fast.
Now that Willy Beamish has learned that, and you, chat, now that you have learned that your actions can have consequences, how do you want to respond to that? Let's assume we don't want to get sent to the principal's office, because it seems that when we went there, I'm going to assume all of those choices led to the same thing. Chat is now saying number 2. Gonna go for, we just didn't hear what she said. Could you please repeat that, teacher?
I've got something stuck in my ear. Could you repeat that?
I said, it's a beautiful sunny day. Your friends are outdoors having fun. The birds are singing and your report cards are in today's mail.
Oh man, that C I got in music appreciation wasn't my fault.
Nothing's ever
I'm gonna
your
explain
fault,
to
is it,
Dad.
Willy?
He's
None
a
of it has
freak.
ever been your fault. Not you.
Won't your parents be surprised when they see your report cards?
If Mom and Dad see my report card,
So I'm gonna
they'll
assume
never
that
see
we're
me
gonna have
know
to
I need
forge
get
our
to the
report
Atari
card. That
Championship
seems
this
like where
summer.
that's going.
Too bad you have to stay after school. What you did...
Miss
Oh,
Glass.
it seems like I can click through the dialogue.
Nice. Stop.
Ribbit.
Do you have...
Let me see something here. Okay, I was just trying to right-click to see if I could bring up the menu. It does not seem like I can at this point. We do have to decide how we want to answer this. We know what happens if we say number 1. What do you want to do with this, chat? It looks like the chat is going up for number 2. Good call. Let's hide the frog.
Must be something I had for lunch.
Perhaps you would like to visit the nurse's office.
Is that like a threat? That didn't... I don't know. That sounded a little threatening. Chat, what do you think about that? Someone suggested that we use the dome. Oh man, if Willy Beamish had the dome, you know he would abuse it constantly. Like, that would just be the first thing he does when he meets anyone. He would just zap him with the dome. Alright, looks like we're saying number 2. Looks like the chat is saying that they want to go to the nurse's office. Hopefully that's what we're supposed to be doing.
Oh, I feel a stabbing pain in my side.
He's faking, Miss Glass.
Oh, the pain. I think I'm gonna throw up. I ought to win an Academy Award for this.
Okay. Go to the nurse's office, Willy, and no dilly-dallying.
You're telling Willy Beamish not to dilly-dally?
The new nurse, Willy.
Yeah, I disagree with Willy's acting skills there. I was a much better actor when I was in school. And getting sent home sick. I could put on a master class for that.
This could be serious. I can't tell if you have a bruise or a contusion.
What's the difference?
About $300. Does it hurt here?
So, I guess the school must be doing all right in terms of its budget, because they were able to afford what is clearly a custom-tailored costume for the new school nurse, because that would not fit on just anyone. So, so how do you want to respond to this, chat? Like, is that where the pain is, or is that not where the pain is? It looks like the chat is saying that we require the examination to continue. Hopefully this turns out fine.
No, it doesn't hurt at all.
You're going to be just fine. You can go back to class now, Willy.
No, that's not what we were thinking was gonna happen. We're going back to detention. Not getting out sick this time.
Now, people, I want you to write a composition. It will be called How I Plan to Spend My Summer Vacation.
You better do it, you little... I wanna know... Oh, hold on. I think gameplay has started. Yeah, gameplay has indeed started. Let's see, what do we want to do here?
Now, start writing. And I don't want to hear a peep out of anyone.
Alright, chat, no peeps. Remember, no peeps. Okay, this is the stuff we have on our inventory. Let's take a look at all this.
G.I. Jim dog tag chain. Having long since lost the tags bearing his name, rank, and serial number, Willy carries this chain because he thinks it looks cool.
That's the reason why Willy does anything he does. He just thinks it looks cool. He's just trying to fit in.
Yo-Yo, a Duncan ProMaster Elite Model 42. This particular one was used by Oregon State champion stringer Jerry Luttrell. The autograph he inscribed upon it has enhanced the value of the yo-yo by about 12 cents.
Alright, I guess we should remember that we have that. Oh, and yes, we do have the toupee in our inventory.
Frick's hair, an extremely poor example of a toupee. Some muskrat somewhere is missing a patch of fur.
I don't know if it looks that bad. We have a Game Boy.
Game Buddy, perfect for those dull classroom lectures.
It's not a Game Boy. Why would we can't use that name. And we have our frog shoved in our pocket.
Horny. This is Willy's amphibian buddy.
Okay, so that's what we have on us. Let me see.
How in the world could I have been dumb enough to get stuck in detention the last day of school?
You don't have to bring your frog with you wherever you go, Willy. I'm just saying. Oh, right, she's asleep. And they're firing spitballs. I can look at my desk. Alright, Nintari rules, apparently. Can't look at that.
Willy crafted this ringed block of wood in shop glass. He's not sure why.
Willy's not sure why he does anything he does. He just floats through life, not sure what he's gonna do next.
A plain white Crayola crayon. The most useless color in the Crayola crayon box. Unless you happen to be a tailor.
No, it's not true that white is useless. You can use the white crayon for things. You can use it to soften the colors that you put down, make them more pastelish.
Unfortunately, today's high temperatures liquefied your peanut butter, jelly bean, and mayonnaise sandwich. The gooey mess seeped through the bread, melding your Willy's special to the desk.
Look, okay, Willy has made a sandwich named after him that is jelly beans, and mayonnaise, and there was nothing in that description that was green, and this looks green, so I don't think Willy has much of a future as a chef.
The acrylic bottle of Slam Dunk Cola tipped over and is now permanently bonded to the desk.
Alright, apparently that has been there for a long time.
A burnt crimson Crayola crayon. When this color was deleted from the Crayola crayon box last year, the Carbuncle PTA was up in arms. Now it's considered a nostalgic collector's item.
Oh man, they got rid of that color. It's the color they don't want you to have. So of course we have it.
Seepage from the liquefied peanut butter, jelly bean, and mayonnaise sandwich, and the spilled bottle of Slam Dunk Cola reached the ruler, cementing it to the inside of the desk.
Okay, so these items I'm guessing we can't take. Oh no, we can take the crayon. Okay, we can put that there. Has Crayola ever discontinued colors? I'm not sure. I'm not positive about the history of Crayola. Yes, Flesh. Did they discontinue that or just rename it? Let's get out of here. Alright, what I want to do... I want to see if I can bring up a save menu. Like this, yeah, there's nothing here about saving. There's got to be something that we can do to...
This is Fred, Ms. Glass's pet cactus.
There's got to be something we can do to actually save.
This is Carmine, a true juvenile delinquent. Carmine was voted most likely to end up in a license plate factory by his classmates.
That's kind of cruel. That's just encouraging him.
Known as either Fat Kid or Chubby to classmates and teachers alike, Leon is the reigning carbuncle spitball champion.
I mean, really, teachers should not be referring...
My, where has the time gone? Carmine, why don't you read us your composition?
How I'm gonna spend my summer vacation. First, me and my brother are gonna hotwire a car. Then we're gonna get some ski masks and drive out west.
I think we've heard enough, Carmine. Read yours, Willy.
That is a cry for help right
I
there.
plan to play Nintari and hang out with my friends at our treehouse. I'm going to the Nintari World Championships in New York, and I'll win because I practice every chance I get. And...
Okay, students, that's the bell. You may all leave now. Have a nice summer!
Oh, Chubby didn't even get to read his.
all right, school's history. Summer's here. Time to get rid of this school junk and get home to play some Nintari.
Oh yeah, put on those shades so we can't see the cars coming. What grade is this? I'm not sure if they mentioned, but it... Oh wait, no, it was graduation for elementary school, so if this is a U.S. elementary school, it's probably 5th grade that they have just graduated. Alright, here we go. We're heading towards our house. We're going in, automatically going in. Yes, the shades just flew off. That just shows you how little Willy cares about anything. Don't think he cares any more about you. You're just something for him to manipulate, for him to get what he wants. Then he'll throw you away. Alright, how do we save? We gotta figure this out.
I'd better get home soon, or Mom will wonder what happened to me.
I mean, yes, we should have been home a while ago. We're stuck in detention. Okay, we can exit the house here, go back to the world map, or the neighborhood map. Maybe escape opens the menu? Okay, yes, you are correct. Escape did indeed open the menu. Okay, none of these actually have text on them. I hope this is save. That is save, okay. What? Uh-oh. Oh, is it trying to save to the CD? Let me see. Yeah, it's trying to save to that. Why would it default to that? There we go. I guess let's go back to the house. Alright, so now we have saved. Now whatever happens, we'll start from here. Oh my god, what?
Grandpa! Boy, I sure haven't heard from you in a while.
Willy, that's a ghost!
You haven't needed me for a while. You've got to watch yourself, boys. Something foul is afoot in the city of Frumpton.
Willy, what the hell is happening? You saw that? Willy, tell me you saw that! Oh, Willy, what's happening? I didn't know this game was going in this direction. Willy is being haunted of the ghosts of dead relatives they're warning him about ominous events that are coming. But Willy doesn't care about any of that. Willy only cares about getting to the Nintari Championships and winning the esports. Now we have a dog.
Willy, where are you? I could really use some help in the kitchen.
Oh, that's a coincidence. We just got in. Wait, no, come on. We can't be in that much trouble.
Hey, Duffy. How you doing, boy?
Hiya, boss.
Willy can talk to animals. Willy can understand the animals. He can talk to ghosts and animals. Or is it just all in Willy's mind? Is he imagining all of this because Willy doesn't have anything else in his life, so he has to imagine that he's special, that he can hear the voices of the dead and his dog? Maybe that's the twist to the Adventures of Willy Beamish. Willy is actually quite insane. I mean, I don't want to spoil anything if that's the case. Chat, okay, we're gonna have to make a choice. Which one do you want to go with? Do you want to go with take him for a walk or wish that he would stop bothering us? Looks like number 1 is going to win, and that's not surprising. How could you say no to that face? All he wants is to be taken for a walk. All right.
Maybe I should take him for a walk.
Maybe we should? Okay, here we go.
Kibbles and grits. I'm gonna get me some kibbles and grits.
Timely references. Maybe he should also think that what Willy is going to give him is bacon. It's not bacon, but it smells like bacon.
Right, Willy, you seem to have trouble following the rules. You know you're supposed to help me after school. Maybe military school will teach you some discipline.
Wait, was that what was on the line? If we don't help with the chores, we're going to get sent to military school? I didn't realize there was so much. I mean, no wonder Willy is such a messed up kid. This is what his home life is like. I mean, I'm kind of sympathizing with Willy a little bit more than I was.
All right, maggot.
I'm glad we saved. All right. Okay, so Willy's home life is very touchy. It's very touch and go. You have to make sure that the parents are happy or else they will end you. So we're getting a better picture of Willy's life. We're getting a better understanding of why the only thing in Willy's life that matters is the Atari Championships. Because, I mean, his home life is certainly... Well, I mean, he does seem to have money, but... Hey, Gramps. And we can see why he's imagining the ghost of his grandfather, because he's imagining a family member who actually cares for Willy and treats Willy like an actual person. That's the reason why this is happening, because Willy's own parents have never done that. I mean, they've provided for him, of course. They appear to have money, but...
Oh boy, it's getting late, and I haven't checked in with Mom. I'm in for it now.
But in terms of any kind of emotional support, it's clear that Willy has not been receiving anything like that throughout his life. Maybe if we got out of detention earlier, then we wouldn't be in trouble. Alright, I'm gonna have to go with choice number 2, even though I don't want to say that.
I wish that mutt would quit bothering me.
No, but I'm sorry, boy. But we had to do that. Hey,
How was your last day of school, dear?
Great, Mom. Just great.
Are we supposed to be helping you with something?
I'm glad you're home. I'm up to my ears and I really need your help.
Aw, Mom! I just got home and I gotta unwind. Mom! I want to go outside and play!
Brianna, you'll just have to wait. Willy, you can unwind after you help me. Brianna's been whining all afternoon. Get her out of my hair before I go crazy. Just take her into the backyard for a while.
No way, Mom! Brianna's a real pain!
Then grab that Jinsu knife over there and julienne those veggies for dinner.
No can do. I gotta practice Atari. You know the championships are coming up, and I need all the practice I can get.
Mom, you promised me that Willy would take me outside to play.
Brianna, I'm starting to lose my patience. Now just be quiet or else.
Man, you can feel the uncomfortableness with this family. There's like this deep-seated tension that's just been building and building and building. And sooner or later, someone's gonna get the knife. It's not gonna be vegetables that they're gonna julienne. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Chat. What do you want to do? Do we want to play with Brianna? Do we want to take the knife? Or, Mom, we got better things to do with our time. I'm sorry. Which one do you want to go with? It looks like the chat is primarily going with playing with the sister. Alright, we're going to do that. I mean, I don't think it's too much to ask of Willy. Summer vacation has just started after all. He's got a lot of time to practice, I would imagine. Alright, let's go with number 1.
All right. Come on, Brianna. I'll push you on the swing.
It's a nice day. It's the beginning of summer vacation. And sometimes, it's nice to just play with your family members.
Push harder, Willy. I want to go higher.
You really want to go higher?
Willy, don't do it. I know what you're thinking. You have to put up with her. You can't give in to those temptations.
Higher, Willy, higher.
No, Willy, this is all heading to disaster, isn't it? I know that sometimes
Higher, Willy.
there's that voice in the back of your mind telling you could do this. It would be so easy, and no one would blame you. Only you would know. But you have to ignore the voice, Willy. You have to ignore the voice. Chat. Which one do you want to do? Is the sky the limit? Or do we have her safety in mind? Oh man, it's pretty divided. Chad is unsure about which action Willy should take here. Some of them are concerned about what'll happen to us if we do it, and then others just want to see what happens. Alright, I'm gonna have to end this vote now, and it looks like number 2 is gonna take it. Just barely, though. Just barely.
Nah, she might fall off. And I'll have to take the heat.
Oh, really?
I don't know what that reaction was. But I think we successfully played with the sister. Yep, here we are.
Now you can get started on those carrots, Willy.
Aw, Mom.
I mean, Willy just seems like he's resisting everyone every step of the way. Sometimes Willy is just easier.
Careful now. That knife's made out of real carbon steel, and it's so sharp it can cut through it.
Finger? Is that what's gonna cut through?
Yeah, I know. It's so sharp it can cut through a shoe.
I mean, you wouldn't want to cut through a shoe with it, but you...
Yow!
Okay, there, yep.
Ow! My thumb! Mom! I'm bleeding! Call the paramedics! This looks serious!
That is pretty serious. That is spurting.
Oh, don't be such a baby. It's just a little nick.
You are a terrible mother. He is bleeding profusely.
Throbbing! I feel faint!
Don't make such a big deal out of it. You're beginning to sound like Brianna. Just go upstairs and take care of it. You're bleeding all over the veggies.
Alright, we're gonna have to...
That knife looked rusty, Mom! You think I ought to put iodine on it?
But yeah.
I don't care what you do, as long as you don't make a mess up there.
Yeah, always put disinfectant over a cut. I wonder if we have a time limit to get upstairs and patch up our profusely bleeding finger. Let's get up there. Let's go. Hurry up, Willy. I don't think you have much time. Just Don't take your time. Yeah, there's no blood loss meter, but thinking about what kind of game this looks like, I can imagine that we have to patch this up. All right, where is it? Medicine. It's a mirror. Oh wait, what's over here?
Assorted cosmetic gook of Tiffany Beamish, including but not limited to 3 tubes of Zit-Off, 2 compacts, 4 shades of lipstick, 4 shades of eyeshadow, 2 eyebrow markers, morning face cream, noon face cream, afternoon face cream, evening face cream.
That's not at all what we need. That is not at all. Do we have anything that we can use here?
Unbeknownst to the rest of the family, Willy uses the sink to bathe horny. This may explain Tiffany's wart problem.
I mean, I do not care about that right now. I do not care about that at all.
Willy, time for dinner?
No, it's not. It is not time for dinner. It is time to prevent us from dying.
Last week, Gordon gave Willy a beginner's tool set. 2 days ago, Willy nailed the closet doors shut. Yesterday, Gordon took the tool set back to the store.
Willy, why would you do that?
Willy tries to restrict exposure to his sister's cooties, so he hangs his towels on his bedroom floor.
That's not hanging?
A signed and numbered serigraph by renowned Frumpton artist Leroy Needleman.
I don't see any bandages or disinfectant or anything.
Do you ever wonder why you can't walk by a mirror without looking at yourself?
That's really not the time to even think about this. Yeah, there's nothing in here. Try check. I clicked on the cabinets under the sink. It didn't seem like there was anything there. What's in these other rooms?
The door is...
Pile of stuff above Willy's head. I'll go...
Willy, where are you? We're all waiting for you at the dinner table. Get a move on.
Fine. We're getting into trouble. We will do what she says. We're gonna go to the dinner table while bleeding out from this horrible laceration in our hand. I tried to do the responsible thing and patch it up. For once, Willy had the right idea. We needed to disinfect the cut and then bandage it. Apparently, we just don't have the time to do it. We have to come down for dinner. So, if that's what we have to do, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We ever take our backpack off?
How many times do I have to call you? Your dinner is getting cold.
Dinner looks great, Mom. What is it?
Where's your father? Everyone's always late around here.
The cocoa avec pomme sweet, a vegetable jubilee.
Oh wow, that's a good Brianna.
Ooh, you little show-offer.
Willy.
Très bien, Brianna. Willy, don't talk to your little sister that way. Your dad should be home by now. I bet he got the big promotion.
Oh, I bet he didn't.
You know, Cliff's father is a millionaire, and he's not as old as Daddy. He made his fortune in women's lingerie.
I have a feeling Daddy is a pretty depressed person.
Cliff's father takes the whole family to the south of France every summer. Oh, I think he's going to ask me to come along this year.
I'm sure you're very excited.
Over my dead body.
Cliff is like so intellectual. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've been reading his tweets.
And what's he doing with you?
Stop arguing and eat. Not a word about your dad's surprise party.
Gordon, a vice president. Just think of the prestige, the money. And he's not even 40 yet.
I think I hate everyone in this game. I mean, we haven't seen the father yet.
Let's all let him know how much we love him.
So there's still the possibility. Here he is. Let's see what he's like.
Hi, Daddy.
Hi, honey. Hi, kids.
Hey, Dad. Congratulations on your promotion.
Oh, Daddy, we're so proud of you.
Je t'aime, mon père.
Well, when do you start your new job, Mr. Vice President?
Dad, can I have the $2,500? I need to go to the Atari Championships.
Can I get a new car when I get my driver's license?
Oh, Gordon, now we can take that cruise to the Galapagos Islands.
Here it comes.
I'm afraid I have some bad news. The agency let me go today.
Oh, it's even worse than we thought.
What?
The old man said he's got to downsize the agency, restructure. He said public relations is in a period of negative accelerated growth. Then he gave my job to a guy 4 years younger than me.
You mean you got fired? Just like that?
Just like that. I'm a failure. Nearly 40 and out of a job. What am I gonna do?
Oh my God! Daddy has been pink flipped?
Don't worry, kids. People lose their jobs every day. I'm sure your father has a contingency plan, right, dear?
Not really.
Oh, no.
What do you mean? How are we supposed to make the mortgage and car payments? How are we going to pay for Brianna's gifted preschool program, or the credit cards, or my facials, or my nail wrap?
Or Tiffany's nose job.
Not now, Willy.
You still give me the $2,500?
No, he's not going to give it to you, Willy. Stop asking.
Sorry, son. It's time to cut back. Trim the fat. Tighten the belt. When we get back on our feet, we'll take another look, okay?
But then the championships will be over.
Now listen up. We're all gonna have to make some changes around here. You know? Sacrifices. It's only temporary.
Wow, some people were saying, is this game for kids? I thought it was when I saw what it looked like and knowing that it was on the Sega CD. That's not really who this game is for, is it? This game is getting heavier than I thought it was gonna be. Okay, so, alright, we have to deal with this privileged family who is used to having everything they want, and now suddenly the caregiver, the provider, no longer has a source of money coming in, and we have to see how this family is gonna have to deal with it, and they don't seem equipped to deal with it. I'm gonna have to save this. What? Oh no, what? We can't? Alright.
Hey, anybody seen the mail?
I brought it in when I came home from school. Here it is.
Thanks, hon. Bills and more bills. Whatever happened to junk mail? Hey, something from Carbuncle School.
Uh-oh.
I wonder if it's the invitation to the father-son softball.
Maybe you should just give that to Willy, and he can see for himself. Because I think... Oh no.
No, it's Willy's report card. Not bad, not bad. But what's this? C in music appreciation?
Now, what is it about, Willy?
You'd have to be a total jerk to get a C in a music appreciation. You know, Cliff can play the piano with one hand.
What's he doing with the other hand?
Oh, man, Willy!
Well, Cliff doesn't waste his time playing stupid Nintari, you know.
It's not stupid. It's really good for my eye-hand coordination.
Gordon, I warned you the moment you brought that Nintari game into the house.
But Mom! Dad!
I don't want to discuss it anymore. Tiffany, here, take the Nintari key.
The key?
Lock the damn thing up.
They have a key for
I'm
it?
the boss around here, and what I say goes.
I think this is ending...
Consider it locked, Dad.
This is ending Willy's dreams of going to the championships.
If I can't practice, I'll never win the championship.
Oh, or maybe he's still gonna go for it. I wonder if there's anything I'm supposed to do here. Because I can interact.
Quiet, everyone. I want to hear this.
This just in. Marathon talks between Mayor Dinks and the plumbers have broken off. An unidentified source told KOPK News that there were unconfirmed reports of name-calling and obscene gestures. Union boss Louis Stool could not be reached for comment. Mayor Dinks is expected to hold a news conference tomorrow morning. We'll interrupt our regularly scheduled programming if there are any new developments. Stay tuned for our 11 o'clock broadcast for more news, weather, and highlights of the Frumpton Girls Volleyball Playoffs. Live from the KOPK Newsroom, this is Stan Leather.
All right. Oh, hey, it's time for Slam Dunk Cola. With Slam Dunk Cola, yep, you can be playing beach volleyball, having good times. Have to get it. Slam Dunk Cola. Made with Toot Sweet. I guess that is the artificial sweetener. And we have to get it. We have to. Why is it called Slam Dunk Cola, but they're playing volleyball in the ad? Shouldn't it be a basketball? Shouldn't they be playing basketball in the ad for Slam Dunk Cola? Maybe I'm thinking about it too hard.
I tell ya, Frumpton is going downhill fast. Now the plumbers are gonna go on strike.
I'm sure Mayor Dinks has everything under control. Here, maybe this chocolate mousse will cheer you up.
Boy, does this look rich.
It contains no sugar, additives, or preservatives. I made it with Toot Sweet. Only 2 calories per serving.
Toot Sweet's gonna be nefarious, isn't it?
Oh, please. Just a little something for me.
Only Willy can understand you, boy.
Why couldn't I come up with something like Toot Sweet? Everybody uses this
It's
stuff.
gonna be made of people or something, isn't it? Well, that's probably later on in the game. Can we do anything here?
I'm begging ya.
Okay. Chat, time for a choice. Do you wanna give the dog some food? Or do you not want to risk aggravating the parents? The parents who are aggravated by anything and everything that Willy does. It's a pretty tight vote here. But it looks like number 1 is going to win. Alright. Let's sneak some food to the dog.
Here, boy. You're part of the family, too.
Willy, I've told you 1,000 times not to feed that overgrown, mangy mutt at the table. It's not good for him.
Sure it is, Mom. It doesn't have any sugar. It's made with Toot Sweet. You said so yourself.
Willy, get that miserable mutt out of here.
Now!
Didn't they teach that dog anything in obedience school?
Alright, I guess we have to get the dog out of here. Should we leave? Sort of a... Oh, hold on.
Meanwhile...
I'll tell you, babe, we've got Frumpton in the palm of our hand.
Who are these people?
With my boys out on strike, the world's our oyster. Gonna make some folks mad, though.
Oh, this is a union boss.
Don't worry. I've taken care of that. I placed an ad for a new spokesman for Toot Sweet.
In collaboration with the person who owns the company who makes Toot Sweet, I guess? Is that what's happening here?
All we have to do now is wait for some gullible sap we can use as a fall guy to knock on our door.
Some kind of collaboration.
This guy will have to be a real doofus.
Don't worry. It won't be long now, sweet cheeks. You and I are gonna own Frumpton.
I feel so relaxed. This hot tub works great.
Of course it does. You installed it yourself.
All right, so some kind of collaboration between the leader of the plumbers union and I guess the CEO of some corporation that makes Toot Sweet. Guess that's what's happening. Can we save now? It looks like we can. All right. We've been going at this for an hour. I didn't realize that we were doing that. Do you want to keep playing? I mean, not tonight, but do you want to go back to this next week? I mean, this is actually kind of interesting. I knew it was like an animated point-and-click adventure. It's not really exactly what I thought it was going to be. It's actually more interesting than I thought it would be. And it seems like most people are saying, yeah, let's take another look at this. So yeah, I guess, what's the name of this game, Aretsis? It is The Adventures of Willy Beamish. Reeser6 saying the game gets worse. Well, if we get to a point where we get tired of it, we always do have the option of stopping. But as for right now, I think we will continue on next week with more Adventures of Willy Beamish. I think that's probably enough right now, because we went for an entire hour on this. So, let's I guess the stop sign. Oh, how did I find this game, Malachus? I heard of the game, like, back in the 90s when it came out on the Sega CD, but I never actually played it. Is this on an emulator? I'm playing it on DOSBox. So, yeah, that's an emulator. I never played the game myself. Maybe next week. Oh yeah, a bandage. I forgot about that. Yeah, we're still bleeding, aren't we? We never found a bandage, and expanded memory was used for the overlays, so it's a good thing we have all kinds of expanded memory here. We don't need to reboot the computer with a boot disk to free up the expanded memory, because it is not the 90s anymore. Alright, let's see. Okay, so Eret's just wondering what a boot disk is. Yes, those heady days of having to reboot your computer specifically with a disk so that you could use all the memory in the computer for games. Oh, I was supposed to go to the sister's room to change the report card? Okay, yeah, the sister did get the mail. So yeah, maybe the mail was in the sister's room. That could be. We'll continue on with that saved game, but it does kind of seem like there were other options that we could have chosen, which is interesting. Maybe that could have gone a different way, but we still could have continued on with the game. So if that's the case, that is interesting. But for right now, we're gonna leave from that. If we had gotten back from detention sooner, could we have done that? Probably. It does seem like we could have left detention sooner, maybe by faking sick at the nurse. That seems like it could be possible. Or maybe sneaking out when the teacher was asleep. It seems like both of those may have been possible options to get home earlier. Maybe we should go to military school because it couldn't be worse than home. I'm kind of agreeing, I think. All right. What are we doing next? Well, we are continuing on with DOS, of course. And what is next in the DOS lineup? We've got Air Traffic Controller, because I know there's one thing you like about these DOS games, and it is these text-based simulations of incredibly complex actions, such as being an air traffic controller. Oh, if you don't give the dog table scraps, you get in trouble? All right. It's kind of hard to say what it is you're supposed to be doing in the Adventures of Willy Beamish to not get in trouble. It seems like everything you do gets you in trouble. Anyway, air traffic controller. What this says is that in this simulation, we take on the role of an air traffic controller and safety guide the airplanes to their destinations. Let's see what the reviews have to say. Adam Randall says that 25 seconds is a long time for the airplane's position to update. Emma F. says that she finally wanted to know what it was like to be an air traffic controller. Now she understands. Parson Strange says most of the controls listed don't seem to apply or function at a weird delay. Well, let's see how this is going to go. So I'm going to be doing DOS games a little bit differently. Instead of doing it with the... emulator on archive.org, since that does not always run so well, I'm going to be running these games locally on DOSBox, so things should run better. Hopefully it does. Alright, it's time to start some air traffic controller. Now this is a real-time game designed by Steve Estvanik. He lived in Seattle at the time. I don't know if he still does. If you like this game, maybe make a contribution. $20 suggested to the author. Steve Estevik, way ahead of his time. This is way before the Humble Bundle, where you pay what you want. This is way before Patreon. He's a man out of time. If only he was born 20 years later so he could make his air traffic controller simulation at that time. Alright, what are the controls are like? Well, F2 is change altitude. We can press that key, then press the letter of the plane we want to change. Alright, F2 is altitude. F3 is land. Planes must be at an altitude of 3,000 or less and heading for the proper airport. F4 is takeoff. Let's see, we can choose the letter of the plane to take off. And F10 is abort. And then I guess we can quit the game if we do that. Difficulty level, I'm gonna go with easy. Yeah, the controls were pretty clearly explained, so that's nice. However, this is what the game looks like. Okay, what are we doing? Well, there's plane A. Plane A is currently now at coordinates 4-1. Its destination is, telephone pole. Its fuel is 450, and its altitude is 2,000. I have 20 planes to handle, and updates will occur every 25 seconds. So the controls at the bottom say change altitude, land, takeoff. Okay, so A is approaching telephone pole. Let's change the altitude. Plane A, go down to 2,000. Plane A is now at 2,000. So it's approaching telephone pole. Hopefully it will land. It's not approaching it straight on, but there were no controls. It didn't say anything about if we could change the direction. Let's tell it to land and see what happens. Plane A is cleared for landing. It is cleared for landing. We probably need some music while we're doing this, right? Some mood music. There we go. Plane A is landed. Has it No, it's still going. But we have a new plane on the map, plane T. Plane T is currently at 12-2. Its destination is the letter H. Fuel is 450, and it's going towards H. Tolling Bells says that there's an infomercial about Microsoft Flight Simulation where they almost crash into the World Trade Center, and the guy says, hey, that would be cool. Oh, references being made before horrible events, which seem horrible in retrospect. I'm sure Microsoft never showed off that demo again. Anyway, will A land? Will A land at telephone pole? Will it do it? I am on the edge of my seat. A, are you landing? I don't know if you're landing. We have to wait another 20 seconds to find out if it's landing. F6 to jump ahead. Alright. No, it's still going. What? Why is it still going? Alright, plane A left the boundary. I said it was cleared to land. It didn't land, so I'm not sure what happened there. And we can see that A was supposed to land at telephone pole. It did not, so I lost the game. And if I was a real air traffic controller, the plane would have ran out of fuel and crashed. And it would all been my fault. My fault, chat. I can't accept that kind of responsibility, chat. I just can't. I don't do well with that kind of stress on my shoulders. But that was that. Oh, by the way, air traffic controller wants you to burn fat and get ripped. So, I mean, if you want to do that, that's what the ad on the chat widget is saying that you should be doing. Also, that it's mind-blowing that something's free, some kind of game. I don't know what it is. But something's free. Anyway, moving on. Let's see, what's the next one up? Takes a second to get, since I'm not using the archive.org emulator, takes a second to go from one to the other. Alright, now we're going on to Air Trax. What's Air Trax all about? 1983, we're in for a treat. Air Trax is an air traffic control tower simulation game. Okay, so we have another air traffic controller game. People did like simulating those air traffic controllers. Okay, Rio is posting a review. I guess he has some time now. He appreciates the in-depth instructions, but functioning keys would be nice. If you like planes, this one may be for you, but prepare to memorize all of the commands for the planes given in the instructions, because once you start playing, there are no clues or hints to help you out. Adam Randall says that there's a red screen asking him a question. It stings my eyes and brands my retinas. Instructions it demands. Instructions yes or no. The keyboard is unresponsive. And apparently someone else is saying that there's important information from the future. People can't time travel, I'm pretty sure. So I'm pretty sure this is a fraud. All right, it's time to play some Air Trax. Let's get that up on the screen. All right, time for more air traffic controlling. Monochrome or one? We'll chat. We have a color monitor, so obviously we want one. Oh yeah, that's looking real good. Yeah, I think that looks all right. You think that looks fine? Yeah, that's good. That's what you want a color monitor for. So, do we want instructions, yes or no? Well, I'm going to say yes, because we want to know how to play this. However, if I press Y, nothing happens. I tried this before, and I was confused by it, and then I discovered you have to hit caps lock and then Y. It does not recognize lowercase y. All right, chat. Now, chat, it's time for you and me to have a little talk. We need to have a little talk about instructions. We haven't been reading them the way we should, so I think what we're going to do right now is going to take some time. We're going to sit back. We're going to get some refreshments. We're going to read us some instructions. We're going to put on some appropriate music. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. I hope you like the chat. I hope you feel what I'm feeling right now. You feel the connection right now between you and me. You, me, and Air Trax. I think you feel it. I think you feel the magnetism. Let's start this, Will. Let's do this right now. Welcome to Air Trax. The object of the game is to land a number of planes and allow others to take off by issuing commands to the players, as an air traffic controller would do. The commands are entered from the keyboard as a string command, either 2 or 3 characters long. The first letter of the command is the plane ID, and the second one is the command. Some commands require a 3rd character, a number. This will be explained later. Once a command has been entered, the plane's motion is changed over the next few updates. The command is displayed on a modified status line. The standard status line is of the form A.XEE, where A is the plane's ID. Dot, that means that no commands are pending. X is the plane's altitude level. Real altitude divided by 1,000. And EE? That refers to the plane's destination. Be an exit point or runway. The dot changes to reflect the new command. Certain commands do not modify the status lines. These will be mentioned in the command descriptions. Now chat, do you want to press C to continue instructions or S to stop? No? No, don't tell me. I know you don't think you can handle more instructions. But I think you can, chat. I believe in you. The flight commands are as follows. UX, fly up to X thousand feet, where X is the altitude level. This command changes the status line dot to a U, where the desired level is reached. DX, make some noise and suck it. Fly down to X thousand feet, where X is the altitude level. This command changes the status line dot to a D until the desired level is reached. CN, counterclockwise turn to heading N. If N is 9, you know what happens. The plane circles continuously until it receives another turn command. This command does not modify the status line. WN, clockwise turn that to heading N, because you know that's how I like it. If N is 9, then the plane circles continuously until it receives another turn command. This command does not modify the status line. L, land the plane, baby. In order to use this command, the plane must be on a direct approach to the runway with an altitude of 1,000 feet. Girl, this command modifies the status line, changing the dot to an L until the plane is landed. Now chat, don't panic. I know you feel that you can't take any more instructions. You feel you're at your limit, but I think you can take some more. I think you can take everything Trax has to give. We're gonna press C for more instructions. Oh man, B is beacon landing. This command lands the plane for you. This plane must be at an altitude of 1,000 feet and must be at a heading no greater than 90 degrees with respect to the runway, and it must pass near the proper beacon. This degrees with respect to the... No, this command modifies the status line by changing the dot to a B until the plane is close to the beacon. Then it changes to an L until the plane is landed. T is takeoff. When a plane has been okayed for takeoff, green or flashing incoming status, this command changes it to do so. The plane uses up fuel while it is waiting for this command. This command does not affect the status line. F is for fuel check. This displays the remaining fuel of a desired plane, displaying it above the input box. The number of units left indicates the number of updates remaining until the plane runs out of fuel. This command does not affect the status line. Chat, I know you feel you can't take any more instructions. Surely you can't take any more, but I think you can. I think you can take all the instructions. PC is paint status line with :C in order to more easily keep track of a number of planes, especially when you have given a plane its last instruction necessary to complete its flight plan. This command permits you to change the color of the plane's status line to any of 10 different colors. The codes for these colors are: 0 is light red or bright, 1 is black or dim, 2, blue or underline, 3, green or dim, 4, cyan or dim, 5, red or dim, 6 is magenta or dim, 7, brown or dim, 8 is white or dim, 9 is gray or bright. I think you can take just a little bit more instructions, just a little bit more chat, just a little bit more. The symbols for the planes are as follows. Green diamond is jet, blue asterisk is small craft, @ symbol is supersonic transport jet. As would be expected, each type of plane travels at a different rate of speed across the screen, with the SST being the fastest and the small craft being the slowest. A near miss is defined as 2 or more planes which have the same altitude and which are about 2 miles of each other. 1 mile is about 1/4 inch on the screen. A warning is given below the board when this occurs. The quickest action to take is to change the altitude of one of the planes. If the planes get too close to one another, a mid-air collision is the result. If two planes are on different altitude levels, they cannot have a near miss or mid-air collision. I know what you're wondering, chat. You're wondering, could you possibly take any more instructions? Could you? Let's do it, chat. You and me together. Let's hold hands and do it together. The speed of the game may be changed by using the function keys as following. F1 is 1 second between updates. F2, 2 seconds between updates. F3 is 3 seconds between updates. F4 is 4 seconds between updates. F5 is 5 seconds between updates. F6, 6 seconds between updates. This is the default time between updates. F7 is warp speed. Use this only when you are absolutely certain that all are set into their final configuration. This will move them pretty fast. In addition to the above function keys, F8 has a very unique use. Pressing F8 allows you to take a break in mid-game. All planes are frozen until any key on the keyboard is hit. Using F8 also blanks out the screen, leaving a help table of the commands. Function key F9, when pressed, gives the counterclockwise command C, while function key F10 gives the clockwise command W. These may be helpful in keeping track of the turning directions until you become used to them. Air Trax, version 1.0. Version 1.0, because you never forget your first time. Chat, you did it. You did it. We survived the instructions. And I just want to let you know, Philip would have found that to be very arousing. I mean, honestly, it just depends on who you are. Different strokes for different folks. Let's hit return. This is the game. We're not actually going to play the game because it looks like this. But at least you know how to play. At least you know how to play. Wait, there's a game? I mean, I guess? Like, there's something that came up on the screen, and it looked a lot like that other air traffic controller game. I know you were paying attention that whole time. I know you were. It's very interesting. It's very fascinating to know exactly how exactly you play air tracks. But what's next? What is next up on the docket? Well, we've gone through air tracks, and that means it's time to download and play now. But besides that, it's time to go on to Air Warrior. This is published by Konami, so you know this is going to be the quality that you can expect of what you might expect to be published by Konami on the PC in 1992. Air Warrior, it's an online multiplayer flight simulator. Adam Randall says it's a lovely title screen. And Dargoon, it says it took him a while to play, got to fly, but plane has stall. Liking the game, maybe under it. Keep up. Alright, chat. I think it's time to be an Air Warrior. So let's see. Let's see. How do we start Air Warrior? Alright, online and Kezmai Corporation presents. For some reason, Konami's name is not actually mentioned on it, even though it says that this was published by Konami. So I'm a bit puzzled by that. I guess maybe Konami only published the PC version and not any other. Maybe the original version was on a different platform, and they didn't bother changing like any of the graphics or anything for it. I don't know. So yeah, our Ranger's saying that we'll play multiplayer because this is mainly a multiplayer game. Like online, you can play, well, let's see what multi-user says. Yeah, you can use the serial line, you can use the telephone line. So, if you have that modem hooked up to your DOS PC, you could play deathmatch over the phone lines. But we're not doing that. We're going to play some single player. Well, actually, we're not actually going to play any single player because you know what it turns out? says film, playback. So, much like Doom, this game apparently had the ability to record gameplay, and that comes in real handy for us, because we can see people playing who actually know what they're doing. I mean, these were recorded, like, back in the mid-90s, and yet we can watch them now. I think we should probably load up 4 kills, because 4 kills happens in this video, so we should probably watch it. That sounds exciting. Alright, here we go. This is what the gameplay looks like. The gameplay looks actually very smooth. This looks smoother than I would have expected from a game like this, from this time period in the early 90s on DOS. I mean, I can't really tell. Oh, it's loud? Yeah, let me, Okay, I tried lowering the volume a bit. It still does seem pretty loud. So I'm not sure why this happens to be so much louder than everything else. Okay, that lowered it. So yeah, the game does have a chat in it, as the players from like 20 years ago are talking to each other. Don't worry, Storm. Ah, easy. I should just assume no then? Just ask Bingo. Just ask Bingo. Kaboom. So, I mean, I don't really know if, like, that's supposed to be the nose of the plane in front of us. I guess that's what that's supposed to be. So yeah, we're flying around, we're shooting at these other planes, and apparently the idea is that you could pick planes from different time periods. Like, yeah, I think you could pick World War I planes up to modern planes, and then play multiplayer against each other. And it seems like it played alright. Like I said, it's... Oh yeah, Fang is spamming. What's Fang doing? Fang, don't do that. You can just... People are not impressed by the spam. Okay, Thunderclap is saying, let's all go World War I. Thunderclap wants 100% World War I. That's what he's into. Well, Fang, not all of us. Jeez. He doesn't want to go World War I. I think that's what he's saying. So yeah, I mean, this seems like it actually would have been pretty fun. Maybe it would have been more fun if you didn't have that trapezoid in the screen that is supposed to be the nose of the plane. Oh, I'm sorry, Mib. It's not Fang, it's Fang DFA. I gotta get his clan tag right. I forgot. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry if I offended Fang from the mid-90s. I wonder what these people are doing right now. Thunderclap is saying that but I dweeb no count? What does that even mean, Thunderclap? And Fang is asking Coog for something? I'm having a difficult time following this chat. Fang is going to take on the whole B Air Force. Don't even try to stop him. You can't do it. Oh, Galupo, I'm a dweeb, I have no kill count. That's what he was saying. I'm having trouble following this leet speak that the kids are all using these days. Okay, it looks like VMC and Fang are on the same side. The two of them are going to go after everyone else. I win. I'm okay. So clearly, I win was being said by the person who was recording this. We don't know what the name of that person was. But I think that's all we really need to see of Air Warrior. I don't know if there's... I mean, that's what the game looks like. It doesn't look any different if we do anything else. So it ran smoothly, and it looked like it was kind of a fun game to play. It doesn't actually say what the controls are, though. So, let me see. Aircraft. Yeah, you can use joystick, you can use the Thrustmaster, you can use throttle, rudder. So if you had these peripherals, we would be able to set them up for the real simulation of being in a cockpit. But if I'm just using the keyboard, it doesn't say what the keys are, so I don't think I'm going to bother playing this. Will this work on UPX emulation? I don't know. I really don't know if... Well, I mean, it did say it had LAN serial support and it had modem support, so I would assume DOSBox should be able to emulate those protocols. But I've never tried it myself, so I'm just assuming there. So even though we haven't played it, I'm going to say Air Warrior looks like one of the better games that we have seen. I mean, it's no Adventures of Willy Beamish, clearly. Oh, and people are wondering what the Thrustmaster is? Thrustmaster is a company. Makes PC controllers. They kind of have specialized in sort of pilot-based controls, like joysticks and throttles. They're the real hardcore controls, the kind that you would buy if you had a lot of money to burn on wanting the correct air flight simulation. But anyway, even though we're still on air, we're now playing Airball, which is a bit different than what we've been seeing. Description: you have been turned into a ball of air with a slow leak by an evil wizard. You must find the spell book and the ingredients for the spell. Without these, you will never turn back into a human again. We're in a maze with 150 isometric rooms. Let's see. The dangers are sharp objects, which cause our ball to burst. We're on a timer because our balloon is losing air constantly, but we can refill with pumps found in the maze. But you have to leave them in time, or you explode because of overpressure. Is this some kind of fetish thing, Bear Jazz? I mean, this was made in the late 80s, so I'm going to say it wasn't at that time, but it probably is now. What do the reviewers have to say? Rio says that it would be more enjoyable if he knew what was going on, but he doesn't know what else is happening. Gaming Trash says, no good, attempted playing, but truly folly. Ball brings only sadness. Adam Randall is saying that he's been turned into a pinball, but he is no pinball wizard. Dargoon, our favorite reviewer, says, ball. My balls hurt. Why? Help me lift them. Go down but up. Friends, let's try enjoy. All right, for Dargoon's sake, we will try enjoy. And actually, I tried this a little bit, and I kind of like it, but it is kind of hard. Let's start this up. It's kind of overly hard. Okay, what kind of graphics do we want? We're going to go with those sweet VGA graphics. Yep, there we go. That looks good. Okay. It's time for Airball. We can select the controls. Let's go with the keyboard. Get the spell book. There we are. Okay, we have to get off the inflator, otherwise we will die from overinflation. We're a ball. And let's see. Okay, control is jump. Cursor keys is moving around. Hold on, let me turn the volume up a bit. I know you're concerned about that. I know you're concerned that you would be able to hear Airball correctly. So it's isometric, and it's kind of hard for me to control it because, like, pressing down does that, pressing up does that. So you're not going directly up and down. You have to sort of wrap your mind around going in diagonals when you press the cursor buttons. Okay, let's go in here. Okay. Now, the purple floor will kill you, because pretty much everything kills you in Airball. Let's make a running jump. There, I did it. Okay. Okay, a lot of spikes. Got to make this jump. Do you believe in me, chat? Do you believe I can do it? Okay, I didn't. I deflated. Okay. You die just that quickly in Airball. If you didn't die that quickly, this seems like it could be some fun, because it kind of reminds me of games like Solstice on the NES. Double jump? No, you cannot double jump. But man, you die really quickly in this game. And the controls are really sensitive. Okay, that's where I died, and now there's like a gem there, I guess. No, I didn't die there. There's just a treasure there. Anyway. Treasure there anyway, and I died. Okay, off we go. We could go in different directions, but I just want to see if I can make that jump. Sounds just like Dark Souls. Yes, this was the Dark Souls of DOS. Let me make this jump. Did it? Okay. Okay. Try to make this jump again. No. No. Let's try another door. Oh man, the lights went out. Dark Souls would be better if you played it as a ball. I mean, I don't think anyone's going to disagree with that assessment. Okay. So difficult to see. I mean, I can see just fine, but I don't actually know why they would bother turning off the lights. Oh, hold on. There's an inflator over there. I want to jump on that. Okay, the air meter. You can't see the air meter. That's what you can't see. Okay, that is okay. That seems like an important thing to be able to see. I stayed on the inflator too long and I popped. Can I get through this? Okay, I jumped on the icicle and I died. Because everything kills you in Airball. I mean, I probably don't want to try going up there. I mean, I'm just kind of glad to... Here's an inflator. I'm just glad to be able to play something aside from the air traffic simulations and World War II simulations that we've been seeing. Just some kind of variety is nice. Let me jump over this floor. Okay. Oh, that was a checkpoint. I started here now. Okay. No. I need more air. Hold on. Okay. Okay. That's Airball, I guess. I don't think I'm going to do any better. Certainly I'm not going to do as well as John Leonard or Gary did. But I kind of want to try. Come on, Airball, you and me. Surely we can make it. Oh, okay, I got past that. Okay. Come on, Airball. I believe in you. I believe in you, Airball, and you gotta believe in me. I need to get the spell book, but I can't. I can't get the spell book. The spell book lies out of my reach. Okay. There are no doors in here, but there's like an item. Maybe I should get the item. I can't seem to get over there. Nope, I can't seem to get over there. Okay. I can't seem to move. Why can't I move? Okay, I popped. Those dragons are laughing at me. I know. I see them mocking me with their constant animation. Okay, now I'm in the dark place. Nothing to do with Garth Marenghi's dark place. That is a completely different dark place. Okay, I think it's a dead end. I could try... Oh, no. Can I get past here? Oh, no, I can. I can get past here. But there's no door. There is no door. The controls seem really twitchy. Yeah, the controls are very sensitive. I died. Okay, yeah. I think that's gonna have to be it for Airball. Like I said, I actually kind of like it. It's just that you die so quickly in Airball. If the controls were just a little bit less sensitive. Oh, if you shoot that dragon's tail... No, I get the reference, Dredic. I get the reference. Yeah, if the controls were just a little... Oh, it's on the GBA? I didn't know this was on the GBA. Oh, here... Oh, wait, there's a demo. Okay, let's watch the Master play. Master at work playing right now. And they're constantly jumping for some reason. Why would you want to do that? What? He survived the icicles? But I was popping when I jumped on those. Okay, those are some pro strats. some MLG strats I was seeing on how to play Airball. And I don't know how he was doing that, because I was dying when I was jumping on spikes like the icicles. Yeah, I don't know what that was about. But I think that's going to have to be it for Airball. And I think looking at the time, it looks like we're going to have to go to some intermission, and I'll get set up, and when we come back, we'll start playing something else. I think when it comes to DOS, next time I think we'll continue on with some Willy Beamish, and then continue on with the archive.org library. But I'll see you in 10 minutes as we move on to some non-DOS related gaming. See you in a little bit. Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to the stream. And you can see what's on the screen right now. That's right, it's finally time for Sin and Punishment Star Successor. So, we played the original Sin and Punishment a little while ago at this point. And I enjoyed it quite a bit. Basically, the idea was, back at that time, was that I was thinking about, that the N64 was a system that I really didn't play much on. It was something I I was playing on other systems at the time while that system was a big deal. So, I was looking for N64 games that would be good to play, and Sin and Punishment was suggested. I tried it out on the Virtual Console, and I really liked it. I thought it was really good. So it's been a while, so now it's time to get around to playing the sequel, Sin and Punishment Star Successor, on the Wii. Let's get started and we'll see what it's all about. Oh, that's not the button. This is the button. Gotta put on and tighten that wrist strap. Well, like always, I won't tell Nintendo if you won't that the wrist strap is not on. Unassuming, can you get a quick plot recap? That's quite a question to ask. If someone wants to try recapping the plot to Sin and Punishment. How hard was it for me to find this game? Not hard. I found it on Amazon without any trouble. Though actually I did buy it some months ago. I just haven't gotten around to playing it until now. Alright, we'll just make sure that this cursor is working okay. Just want to make sure... have to get further back from my stream setup than I usually are when I'm playing a Wii game that uses the pointer. Alright, this seems like it's okay. Okay, gotta enter my name. No, that's not right. Alright. I guess, yeah, oh, this game does make the first one make more sense? Well, that'll be interesting to see. The first one did have a lot of story to it. Let's see what this one's all about. Oh, we could pick easy, which is that we will be sheltered. We can pick normal, which is we will be tested. We can pick hard, which is we will be punished. Well, let's go for normal and see how that turns out. Remember the sword, the pods? I will remember. We have two characters to pick from, Isa or Kachi. I guess I'll just go with the first character. Let's go. Let's see. Well, we'll see if we want to change it later on, I guess.
Thrusters prime. 30 seconds to atmospheric breach.
Should be smooth sailing from here on out.
You thought we'd just let you leave? Hand over the girl.
Damn it! How did they find us?
Controls are out. You're going down.
Kachi, you okay? Oh man, what's our status? The ship's totaled. It won't be long until the reactor explodes. And the security locks are online. We've got company. Okay, here's the plan. We need to get out of here now. If we take out those intruders, the security doors will unlock.
Alright, time to start the game. I did play a bit of the first level to try to get a handle on the controls, so hopefully it'll be smoother getting into this game. So, it plays a lot like the original Sin and Punishment, but better because you can aim with the remote, and instead of having to use the analog sticks, as was the case in the first game. And I see some pods up there. You know what we have to do with pods. I'm sure you remember. But it looks like we're going to shoot them before they can get too close to us. Alright. Oh, close range attack. That means, yep, swords. Time to sword some pods. Oh, we can also use a jetpack. It'll get around to telling us that, but we can just use it. So, in the end of the first Sin and Punishment, the main character basically turned into an Evangelion and defeated the evil alternate Earth. And I don't remember a whole lot else of how that story went. Is there really anything else that's important about it? I remember, let's see, there were two main characters, and one of them had like some kind of vision of the future in which the initial main character like went nuts and I guess destroyed the world or something? It's so hard to remember at this point. Anyway, we're murdering people. I mean, they did get into our ship, and they are trying to kill us, so I guess it's okay. Yes, Earth Mimicry is all you can remember, Evil Wall. Okay, C to jump, press C to evade. I don't know why we would want to jump because we have the jetpack, but evading seems useful, because we can do that. Move around real quick, so I can assume we would want to do a lot of evading. For jumping, though, do we really need to jump? I mean, if I had a jetpack, I wouldn't even bother jumping. Yeah, now it's telling us about the jetpack. So far, it seems very similar in style and presentation to the first game. But like I said, I do think that it seems better in terms of the controls so far, just because the game does seem to be meant to be played by being able to aim and shoot, as opposed to having to use the analog sticks. It just seems to work better. Nope. Advanced evasion, let's see what that's about. So if we evade at the right moment... Uh-oh, it's getting all Contra-ish right now. Oh, how do I avoid that? I can just, like, zip right through it. Sin and Punishment 1 was 100% N64, and this is 100% Wii. Yeah, I get that. I think that follows to say that this is 100% a Wii game. You can tell exactly what system it is just by seeing it for a moment. Alright, I can charge my devastating power shot. Let's do it. Like that. Why do points even matter? I don't know. It seems like when you finish a level, it gives you the option of... Hold on, gotta reflect these missiles. Hold on. Like that? There we go. It gives you the option of uploading your score. So I guess you could do that if you wanted. Compete with your friends to see who can get the high score. Now let's use all the techniques we learned all together. This isn't all like the book. Oh, hold on.
Let's get going. What the? This thing must be on the fritz.
Yep, these things malfunction like this all the time. And once it does, the only thing you can do is just destroy it. It's a real design flaw with these machines. They just sometimes just start murdering you. And, you know, you'd think that it would be a priority to try to fix this design flaw, but no. They just let it go. What possible function could a machine like this serve? I mean, you know, it has like a whole lot of legs on it. I'm sure there's something you could do with that. There's some need to have a robot that has all kind of legs on it. We did it. Someone mentioned that this is not at all like the book. You might be thinking of Crime and Punishment, but I'm sure you'll find, as we continue on with the cutscenes, that the story is on the level of great classic literature. I'm sure you will see that for yourself. Now I can play Stage 0, which I think is the one we just did. Yeah, let's upload the score. Attempting to connect to NWC. It may not be able to do that. Yep, it's been discontinued, so I cannot upload my score. The game is just not the same without being able to share my high score. Is it even worth going on? I don't know.
Lucky to be alive. Uh-oh. Where's Kachi? Kachi? Kachi! Kachi, you okay?
Of course. Good as new.
Okay then. Where are we? Some kind of underground city.
Hope I'm not interrupting. Hand over the girl. Act swiftly, and I may just spare your life. Foolish boy. You truly intend to challenge us? Hand her over or die. Your choice.
Fine. Take her.
Good boy. You've made a wise choice. Peel away that mask and reveal your true nature, monster.
Take this!
Yes. Flee. Running is nothing but an exercise in futility.
Who was that guy?
One of the soldiers sent after you.
What do we do now?
Now we run like our lives depend on it. Because they do.
Yep, gotta run like our lives depend on it, and we also have to make sure that we run with our arms dangling behind us, because that is the way that we can get real speed up. Alright, there are monsters. There were monsters in the first game, too. Not sure what the status of the world is after the events of Sin and Punishment 1, or the events of anything, really, in Sin and Punishment 1. Is there anything to sword in this level? Well, I seem to be able to sword these rockets pretty okay. I probably should have sworded some of those. Oh no, maybe that was supposed to happen. So I guess I'm just trying to kill everyone, because if you look, these soldiers are fighting the monsters, and I'm shooting them, and I'm also shooting the monsters, so I guess everyone has to die. Everyone. We don't know why, we only know that this military group is trying to get Kachi, who is the girl that we're traveling with, and she is, I guess, not human, because she survived being impaled on a pole, so she seems like she's something aside from being human. I'm sure the story will make it very clear what actually is going on and what she is and why this military group wants to get their hands on her. In Sin and Punishment fashion, of course. She's an anime? I mean, we know that. It's quite clear that everyone in this story is an anime of some fashion. But you could probably, I'm sure, explain several aspects of the story by saying it's anime. Which anime trope is she, though? So it doesn't seem like the events of Sin and Punishment 1 really had any effect on things, because these cities are still being attacked by all kinds of monsters, and there is still an evil military force that is trying to obtain power beyond their comprehension for surely nefarious means. Here's Phoenix Keeper. So I don't know if we actually did anything in Sin and Punishment 1. It doesn't really seem like it. It seems like the world is pretty much the same state that it was in at the end of that game. Oh, Isa is the son of Saki, the protagonist from the first game. So I guess this game does take place several years after the events of the first one. an evil Jesus lady from the first game is in this. So I guess we'll get to catch up with her and see what's what's been going on in this break between the two games. Catch up on old times, see what everyone's been up to after she transformed into an evil simulacrum of the Earth and was shot a whole bunch until she exploded. I bet she's been doing some things worth talking about since then. Yes, I am trying to concentrate a bit since I'm pretty low on health at this point. Alright, got some health back.
This way! Let's take a breather in here!
Leaving so soon? There's no escape from the nebulas.
Alright, looks like it's time for serious boss fight time. I wonder if I can actually defeat him, or if I meant to lose. Getting hit a lot. It doesn't seem like I'm reflecting his shots back at him. And that didn't seem to hurt him at all. No, it looks like you do have to win that fight. Can confirm that you are not meant to lose. Alright, let's continue on with that. Okay, good, we do start from here.
Is that supposed to hurt?
I was kind of hoping it would. Alright, so my attacks are not doing anything to him, and it doesn't seem like I can reflect his own attacks back at him. Wonder if I just have to wait him out. Alright, there we go. Now he fired something that I can reflect back at him. So you'd think that he probably would not fire any more of those. Because, you know, I can't actually do anything else if he doesn't fire them. Nope, he's shooting them. Such language, please. Ah, that one missed. Alright, let's see if I can survive another round of this. It's this one big spread attack that he gets me with, that one. Alright. Kanata, did you come into an anime? Yes, I would say you have come into an anime. Alright, so I only fought a fake body, and that was that real person. They were controlling the puppet body, is, I guess, what was happening there. And oh good, I'm starting the level with the health that I had at the end of the last level. And I'm fighting a boss already. So this'll go well. Yep, that went real well. Quakerin, you play this with the Zapper. I noticed that Kachi is holding a weapon that looks a whole lot like the Zapper, the Wii Zapper. So it does seem like this game was made with that in mind. His head seems to be protected now. Oh no, okay, it's back out. Alright, we did it! Apparently that whole level was the boss. I mean, I don't want to have to kill Gamera, but you saw. I was forced to.
Check it out. The data system here is still up and running. I'm gonna search for the quickest route off this planet.
Issa, that monster back there, why did it attack us?
Monster? Oh, that wasn't a monster, Kachi. It was a keeper. Long ago, the civilization of this Earth became so advanced that it brought about its own destruction. Keepers are artificial life forms, created to protect what's left. Think about it this way. Keepers act as Earth's immune system. And in their eyes, we're uninvited parasites. All right, I think I found our ticket out of here. Let's go.
Alright, so the monsters we're fighting are the immune system of the planet. And, I mean, we are inflicting our own human will on the natural way of things. For what reason? I don't know. They haven't really said what it is that we're doing yet, except we're just running away from this military force who want Kachi for experiments, I suppose.
A tunnel in the ocean?
Yep. Turns out we were shot down over Fukuoka, Japan. There's a service tunnel here that should be free of enemies. Once we make it through, we'll infiltrate a floating air fortress. According to the database, a few ships are docked there. If we can get to one of those ships, we'll be home free.
And you're sure there are no enemies down here?
Positive. Why would enemies hang out in a water tunnel? Finally, there's the entrance.
Alright. We're in the water tunnel. That's a very convenient level. Tunnel shape, considering that the gameplay of the game is just, you know, going through, basically, tunnels. So it's very convenient that this was all set up right for us. But even the water tunnel is not safe, because there are keepers who can infiltrate the water. Like, that's not glass, I guess. That's just water. Freestanding water. Someone mentioned that this borrows heavily from Panzer Dragoon in its gameplay and its story. I can see that. Somehow, though, you know, the story in Panzer Dragoon seemed a lot cooler when it was in a made-up language. This game is extremely pretty. Oh yeah, definitely. This game does take advantage of the Wii's hardware, certainly. It looks really good, it runs really smooth. Panzer Dragoon also had an RPG. It's true. Uh-oh, surfers. Evil military surfers. Surf in that tunnel. Yes, Panzer Dragoon Saga. Extremely expensive game if you're going to try to buy it today. And never actually ported to any other systems. Because, according to urban legend, Sega lost the source code. I don't know how true that is, but everyone says that that is why it was never ported to anything. Wasn't the RPG mediocre? No, I mean, everyone who's played it has said that that game was one of the best RPGs for the time. I never played it myself, so I couldn't say. How do you... How do you lose code like that? Japanese game developers are kind of notorious for not having really done a whole lot of preservation of their work at that time. I mean, things have changed now, but back then apparently a lot of that kind of thing was just lost. Source code took up a lot of hard drive space. True. I mean, some people even say that the way some Japanese developers did it was to actually print out the source code and keep the paper in boxes. And apparently that's how this stuff tended to be preserved. Like, not talking about recent times, but like, even as going back to like the Saturn times, apparently that was kind of a common thing. A re-release of Panzer Dragoon Orta would be nice. It's true. That is a Panzer Dragoon game that I did not play. I did not have an original Xbox, so I would like to be able to try that at some point. I played Panzer Dragoon 1 and Zwei. Didn't play Saga or Orta. I remember a friend of mine had a boxed copy of Panzer Dragoon Saga when that game first came out. I wonder if he ever sold it. Because, I mean, it's not like anyone would have any idea how much that was going to be worth in years to come. It does. Orta does run on 360. Alright, so it is one of the backwards compatible games. I don't know if I can sword these. Doesn't seem like I can. I think I just have to dodge them. Yeah, it was by the skin of my teeth. I didn't think I was actually going to win that one. Are we in the live stream? It kind of looks like it. So if we ever need to know where to find it, and just in case there's a meteor that's going to crash with Earth, I guess we know where we need to get back to. John Carmack apparently writes an unbelievably pretty code. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine that his code is probably quite elegant. Speaking of John Carmack, did you see that John Romero recently released the Super Mario Bros. 3 demo that he and Carmack had made as a presentation to Nintendo to see if they could get the license to port the game to DOS? It's kind of funny to look at. I mean, if you know the story behind it, it is a technical achievement, but it's also kind of funny to look at that and compare it to the actual game. Pod sorting skills are top notch now. It is easier to sort various things in this game than it was in the Wii version. The controls really are more appropriate for this kind of game. Easier than the N64 game. Like the Wii controls are really more appropriate for this style of game than the N64 controls were. Alright. Haven't been talking too much during this because I'm focusing so much on the screen. So I have not been able to think up a whole lot to say or really read the chat a whole lot because I'm pretty much just staring at the screen the whole time. Oh, more bosses. I assume it's more bosses. No? Oh, here come... Maybe this one is the boss. Yeah, I think so. Alright. Thought I just got past with 1 HP, but no. No, I didn't, because I only got past the first phase. We have to go on to the second phase. Alright, good. We started the boss. So this game seems like it has pretty good checkpointing so far. Or at least it's checkpointing that has agreed with me so far, because every time I've died, I've just started right at the point where I died. So that's good. Oh, so many glowy lights. I'm not sure what to dodge and what to shoot. Oh, hold on. I saw the health going down for a little bit. Okay, I think that glowing center thing is it. Alright. That was the final phase. Oh man, we're just going straight into the next level, I guess. No anime cutscenes for us. No story. Oh wait, hold on. Do we get story? I want to see some anime story. Oh, no story. We're in lava now. That's where we are. And another boss. No health meter that's appeared. I guess I should hit these back. Okay, yeah. Hitting them back is the key. Let's see if we start at that boss. Let's see if we can just get to the next anime cutscene and feed our hunger for story. Alright, so no need to actually shoot. Just hit back the energy balls that get sent out. Doesn't seem like shooting actually does anything. Let's not fly into the energy balls, because that's bad. some reason, the perspective of the game just changed. It's kind of weird. We're kind of used to the very close-up perspective, now they're really far away. It is giving me a lot of checkpoints, though. It said it just checkpointed me after beating that. So now it is time for the actual boss called Brimstone, and there is so much on the screen right now. There are so many lights and so many things that are glowing. Like, everything is going to try to hurt me. Just everything. Everything that is emitting light right now. Are you talking about cheesecake in the chat? Whether or not cheesecake is a cake or a pie? I mean, I guess it is served in a pie crust. But I guess you have to consult the origin of why it was called cheesecake in the first place. I don't know that myself. I assume there must be a good reason for why they named it that. Should probably destroy those. Well, I hope that was a good thing we did.
I was wrong about the tunnel. How'd they know we'd use it? And then this machine attacks us? Something's fishy. You know, I bet the Nebulox are behind this.
Yeah. Hey, Issa, do you know why they're hunting me? Is it because I don't belong here?
Sort of. I think it's because you're not a real human.
What is human?
Humanity is hard to define. But we have a head with 2 ears and 2 eyes.
And a nose and a mouth?
Yep.
And a body with 2 arms?
That's right.
And 2 legs, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, and a tail.
Sure. We don't have tails.
Oh, how cute. Look at you, giggling with the target you were sent here to kill. Tell me, my friend, why haven't you completed your task?
Because I changed my mind.
So, you defy the will of the creators.
I don't give a damn about the creators or their will.
Letting that creature live could destroy our entire universe. End her life. Turn your gun on that demon. against me. That was some stunt you pulled back there.
Is he wearing a tiny hat?
But resistance will only delay the inevitable.
Is he wearing a tiny hat that's jauntily posed on his head?
Made your choice. Unfortunately, I can't very well return to command empty-handed.
It's totally a tiny hat.
Come now. Allow me to show you the true meaning of pain.
Alright, it looks like it's time for a serious boss fight. Let's do this and just end the night with some serious boss fighting going on. He has no energy bar, so I don't know if I can actually kill him. It doesn't seem like I can sword him. And that didn't seem to do anything. Oh man. Alright. Things are happening. Where does Hat go? Now he has an energy bar, so I guess this is his true form. We were not prepared for it. Oh, he's actually really big, isn't he? Like, they're like jets coming off of him. Ah, got trapped in the side there. How are you supposed to react to any of this? I mean, you're supposed to really only look at the small part of the screen that you're on and try to keep your aim on his head.
I'm just getting warmed up.
Oh good, we skipped directly to this bit. Ah, almost did it. Alright, how many more forms could he possibly have? Alright, he exploded again, but I guess he has another form. That's two, so I guess if he's following rules of video games, he probably has a third. Ah, he's like a killer whale, I guess? I'm having a hard time dodging these things. Oh no, he is straight up dolphins. He transformed into dolphins is what he did. I'm hitting him a little bit, but not much. Spending most of his time under the water. Alright, we made it to another form. Let's see if it's his last one. Okay, the thing with the rings is I have to get in the purple ones and not the red ones. Alright, I guess I killed one. Nope, I did not. Thought I killed one of the dolphins, and I didn't. Alright, I think I'm getting kind of tired, and I was not able to make any progress in that go. So I'm gonna have to say that's probably gonna be it for Sin and Punishment for tonight, as I don't know if I'm gonna do any better than that right now. Yeah, must be getting tired. I was continuing on because I was making progress with each of those lives, getting past to different checkpoints. That one, though, I did not get to the next checkpoint, so we would just have to do that again. And yeah, I was having trouble with the rings. As I mentioned, I do have to avoid the red ones, and I do have to get into the purple ones because the purple ones spread outward. So if I'm outside the purple ones, then I would get hit by them. Did someone make the fin and punish fish joke? I don't think they did. So, Sin and Punishment for the Wii. I think it's really good. It seems like a really fun game right now. Someone mentioned this is 100% a Wii game. Like, you could just look at it and know immediately what system that is. And yeah, I think that this is a really good game so far. Like I said, I think that it controls better for the type of game that it is than the N64 game did. So this has been fun so far, and I think I've been doing better at this than I was with my first attempt at the N64 game, in which I was not doing very well. Am I playing this again next week? Yeah, I'll play all the way through it, because I am having a good time with it, and it's a short game. Assuming that it's the length of the N64 game, it will not be long. So we'll just continue on with this until we get with the end, and I'm sure that the story will be explained in the end. I'm sure we will get an explanation of everything that's been happening as to what is going on. It's 9 hours? Okay, so we were at it for like a little over an hour this week. So it shouldn't take that long, like maybe a month or two, like maybe a couple months. So that's not that long considering the games that we have been playing. So, yeah, I do want to... the explanation will be super satisfying too. I'm sure it will. So yeah, I guess that's it for tonight's stream. It is around exactly 11 o'clock. So that means it sounds like that the first stream for 2016 is in the books. It's done. And that means it's time to say goodbye. And I hope everyone enjoyed the stream tonight. I hope everyone had a good time. I hope everyone had fun. Tonight we played The Adventures of Willy Beamish, which turned out to be not exactly the game that I thought it was gonna be. It ended up being a lot more interesting than I thought it would be. So we will continue on with that next week and see how that goes. We played, of course, more DOS games from the archive. And we'll continue that with at least a few of those each week. Even if the only thing we don't play is DOS, we will try to get to at least a few of those to make some progress each week. And then, of course, we finished it up with Sin and Punishment for the Wii, which I wasn't talking much because I really do need to concentrate a lot while I am playing this game. But I had a lot of fun playing it, and I hope it was fun for you to watch, even if I may not be saying a whole lot to you while I'm doing this. So, that's it for the first stream of the year. Coming up this week is going to be, of course, another Realms of the Haunting video. As we start to get to the end of the game. I'm gonna estimate that we have 3 more videos left for Realms of the Haunting. It's probably gonna be like that. So, because we are getting pretty much to the end, there's not a whole lot left. So, yeah, we'll see how that ends up. So if that's 3 videos left, that means we will be finishing it up this month. And then we'll see what we go on to next. And then possibly another Demo Friend video coming up this week. We'll see how that goes. Still 3 more Realms videos, all in Shoal. Yes, Shoal actually ends up being quite a large realm, so almost the rest of the game is there. Not all of it, but almost. Quakerin, you're asking what's next after Realms? I haven't really decided that as of yet. I need to think about what I want to do an LP of after Realms is over. There's some candidates, but I'm not sure right now. Did I play through Undertale? Yes, I did. I enjoyed it a lot. And yeah, I did play through Undertale. The Wii Remote is disconnected. The Wii Remote is disconnected. So, a full LP of Pewds. I don't know if we need a full LP of Pewds. The game, I think you saw pretty much everything the game has to offer from that video. It's all kind of like that. So, I guess that's, like I said, I guess that means it's time to say goodbye. It's time to say goodnight. Poll for the next LP? No, I don't do polls for LPs. It's just, there's a lot of time and effort that goes into an LP, more than not, so I wouldn't leave that for other people to decide. LP of Rockpocalypse? Oh, you guessed it, that is the next LP. Full playthrough of Rockpocalypse. So anyway, have a good night, everyone. Have a good week, everyone. I'll see you next week for more streaming as we head into 2016, and we'll see what other videos come up during this week and this month. Have a good night. Have a good week. I'll see you next time. And, join me for some more of those video games.